What is up, everybody? David here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic World Primal Attack Pack Alioramus. Now, I'm not too familiar with this particular species because I don't know a whole lot about it because there is very little information on this thing. But the only thing that I do know is that it was discovered in the 70s out there in the Gobi Desert. And the only thing that they found was like the skull and part of its foot. And that's all that they have to go on. Now, I don't know if they discovered any more bones for this particular species here recently. I don't know. You would have to do a lot more digging than I have. But growing up, I didn't know what an Alioramus was. Didn't even know it existed then. Up until a few years ago when I started getting back into the dinosaurs heavily and wanted to know newer species that I didn't know at the time. But very happy to have a figure of it, though. Kudos to Mattel for producing a Alioramus figure. I don't know I guess this is the first time we've ever had one, ever, you know. But yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look at this packaging. We'll break the dinosaur out and we'll take a look at her, and then we'll do some size comparisons, and then we'll wrap this video up. So this is your standard Attack Pack packaging with the fencing card back with the Jurassic World label right there, the dinosaur in the middle of the packaging, surround it with the bubble blister, and then you got the Attack Pack, and then Alioramus right there, and then you got Owen and Blue staring off out in the blue, and with the Mattel logo right there. And then on the back of the packaging, we have an assortment of this particular wave. We got the Alioramus, the Dimorphodon, which is a repaint, a Velociraptor, which is a repaint, and the Mosasaurus, which is a repaint. But we won't be going over any of these. We're just going to be focusing on this because basically this is all the same stuff, you know. This is a new species, so I don't mind doing new species. And here is the fax app information right there on the top corner right there. And looks a little blurry, and there it cleared up. And then you got the Attack Pack, Jurassic World right there. Then the Universal Amblin Entertainment logos right there. And then here's all the copyright information. And then here is the UPC. I doubt you'll be able to find it because I'm late to the game with this one, so my apologies if you're not able to hunt this down at the time of the video, but I'm pretty sure you can find this stuff on a secondary market. So let's go ahead and crack this puppy out and take a closer look at it. Okay, so here is our Alioramus out of its packaging. So first off, I think it looks really good. I love the paint scheme of this thing. And so it's contrast of kind of like a brownish, and then the main body is out of brown plastic, and of course then at the bottom you got this creamy color that's been painted on here. And then here we got a little bit of the velvet red coming down over here, or maroon. I guess it depending on how it's picking up on the camera, or if you're looking at it in person. But person is kind of like a maroon red. But and that, I just love the paint scheme of it. You know, very, very nice. And then the details of this thing, it's very rare occasion where you would have the paint scheme start from the head all the way down to majority of the tail. So that's impressive in itself. So kudos to Mattel for that. But then as far as the detail goes, you got this nice fine muscular structure detail here on the back of his tail, and then this muscle structure all the way down here on the hind legs, and then the ribs. You can see a little bit of the rib cage right there, the muscle structure right there around the shoulder area. Then it's just vice versa on this side, you know, all right there. Very nice fine detail. And you got this little bitty hands, arms. So good thing about these new figures from Mattel is that, you know, they do take the time to put in the work with the sculpt, you know, which is always impressive in itself. May not always be very popular when it comes to the color and paint scheme of certain figures, but this one is one of the better ones, you know, I can honestly say. And then here on the toes, you know, the legs, the feet, you know, unpainted toes, do claw, you know. But I love when it comes to their Tyrannosaurus figures, I always love their the attention to detail when it comes to the feet right there. So all the scaling right there, so it's very awesome, you know. And then here is the head sculpt, and really love the. Also got feathers. You know, I love the feathering detail right there on top of the head, going all the way to the back of the neck right there. Nice little details right there and the feathering. And then here, the eye is on point on this side, and the eye is almost on point. It looks like the eye here is looking forward, and then here is looking kind of somewhat up. But normally they would be a lot worse. So not too bad, you know, not too bad. And then the detail right there, got the little horns right there sticking out. Then it's got this little design right here, almost kind of like a let's say, well, yeah, I guess you could say chicken-like features right there, because some birds, they do have this little loose the skin right here around the eyes, so that's a pretty cool detail that they added right there. Now, if this is entirely accurate, who knows, you know, who knows if that's what they really looked like in real life, but it's a nice little feature or touch that they had on it, so really like that. So just admiring the details, you know. Then let's go ahead and open up the jaw if we can. There we go. And very nice touch up on the teeth. Really like that a lot. It's incredible right there. And then you got the wetness of the tongue. So very cool. And so as far as the way of articulation, you know, you got the tail, you know, can go all the way around, and then the legs go forward and backwards. Now, these are like basic figures, you know, so you're not going to get a whole lot of articulation, nor will you get that inner thigh movement like you would on some of the larger figures like the Savage Strike and bigger dinosaurs, you know, that they produce. And then the arms, they go up and down. And then the neck goes up and down as well. And then, of course, the jaw goes all the way. It's actually pretty impressive right there. It goes all the way up like that. Yeah. So, really like that a lot. Look, taking a big old bite. That's actually kind of sharp, to be honest with you, the teeth. So, but anyways, really love this thing. This thing is really impressive. You know, detail-wise, the paint scheme, the overall, the whole package itself that's presented here, it's amazing. You know, I really, really enjoyed this. So I'm very happy to have this into the collection, you know. And okay, let's go ahead and now up close, before we do size comparisons, it does look like it has a little bit of kind of an orange tone to it, picking up. I don't know if y'all can notice this in the camera, but when I have it at a distance, it looks like it's got a little bit of orange tone to it. But then when I have it in person, you know, off camera, it looks kind of like that maroon, reddish color tone to it. maybe it's just me or maybe it's just my eyes. I don't know. But that's just what I'm seeing. So let me know in the comments below if you picking up the same thing, because like got that reddish tone right there, all around the eyes here, and then it got that orange, So maybe that's what it is actually, and not the maroon color that I mentioned earlier. So I don't know. You the guys let me know. So let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. All right, so here we are. Have it scaled up to a 3 3/4 figure, a mercenary from the Jurassic World line, and is that pretty accurate to the? Excuse me, accurate to the real life counterpart? Who knows? But here is a artist or a picture of what it might have looked like if once it's fully complete. So that's what it looks like here in toy form, and then here's what it looks like with the skull that's been discovered. So sorry about that. I don't know why it did that. Oops. All right, sorry about that, guys. We wasn't expecting the phone to go off like that. But anyways, hopefully you got a close enough glimpse of what it would look like as compared in toy form and an artist's rendition of it. All right, so let's go ahead and bring out some of the dinosaurs that it's related to. Here it is next to the Albertosaurus. Here it is next to a Tarbosaurus. Here it is next to a Proceratosaurus. And finally, here it is next to a Tyrannosaurus. And so overall, I really love this figure. I think it's one of the better attack packs that Mattel has released as of late, especially from this particular Primal Attack line that they produced. And it's by far my favorite one. I just love the design of it, the sculpt of the head, the paint scheme, and just everything overall in general. So this is probably like my favorite attack pack from the Primal Attack line. So I hope y'all enjoyed this review as much as I did reviewing it for y'all. Leave in the comments down below. Leave in the comments down below what you think of this particular dinosaur. If you like it, if you've heard of it, if you even know what it is. Yeah. So words of wisdom. Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.